a lot of fun. Technical difficulties. I am hoping you guys jump back on. I am sorry. I don't know if it was the messaging the husband that I'm not alive and can't talk or something else. But in any event, we were in the middle of making our gravy. So I'll wait and see here. See if somebody hops on. We have our pan 2/3 of the way full with our cooked chicken and 1.5 to 2 pounds of frozen vegetables and or fresh vegetables, whichever one you want to use. And we've already made our cornbread, which is over here. It's ready to go on top. You could totally take this recipe for the cornbread and just bake it like cornbread. Totally fine there. We're also preheating our oven to 350. I hope that's you, Terry. Are you back? Because I know you were with me before. Comment below. Say somebody's here. And if it's you, Terry, I'm so happy. There was a big glitch that happened. So, we've got our gravy nice and thick. Maybe it allowed you guys to catch up a little bit. My gravy is nice and thick. You can kind of see how thick it is. Okay. So, our gravy is nice and thick. So I'm going to grab a pot holder so I don't burn my hand. It's going to get poured on.
Mommy, could you do this?
Okay, how about you go ask Bree to do that? Because right now Mommy's cooking and I can't help you, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to take our already made up gravy and we're just going to pour it over the pan that has the chicken, cooked chicken, and the frozen vegetables. Just going to scrape it on in here. Okay. That's done with that. Now I'm going to grab a spoon. And I'm going to kind of mix, like incorporate the gravy in. You kind of want the chicken and the vegetables to be like kind of swimming in the gravy. You don't want it to look too dry. I'll show you what I mean in just a second here. If you're using frozen vegetables, as the vegetables cook, they're going to let off liquid also, which will be perfect. Okay. I'll show you what we got. Okay, here we go. We're going to move. All right. Ta-da. Okay. So my oven just beeped and said it's at 350 degrees, which is what we need here. I'm trying to steady my phone so it doesn't fall over. Okay, so now all we're going to do is give this one last stir. This is our cornbread batter. Okay, it's going to go on the top. So I'm just spreading that out over the top. Okay. So, ta-da! That's what it looks like, you guys. All right. All there is to it is I'm going to stick it in the oven because my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I have it on the middle rack of the oven, and we are baking for 30 minutes. And that will be done. And you will be able to tell it's done because the cornbread on the top will get golden brown. And then you're ready to go. And the meat's already cooked. Although, like I said, if you had like little slices of uncooked chicken, you'd probably be just fine baking it with uncooked chicken. Because within 30 minutes at 350, it should be okay. But that's all there is to it. So I'm going to read the ingredients one more time just because we had the interruption. So the base is 3 cups of cooked chicken on the bottom of your 13 by 9 greased pan. Then we used 2 pounds, 1.5 to 2 pounds, frozen vegetables on top. You could also use fresh vegetables if you have them. I've always just used frozen. And then we used the 4 cups of chicken broth with cornstarch, arrowroot powder, or cassava flour, and we made the gravy. And then we have a previous video on how to soak the cornmeal and the flour and kefir or buttermilk to make sure it's all soaked. And then today we added 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of honey, and 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And that is the recipe. So it's not too hard. You just gotta think ahead and soak the cornbread topping the night before. But like I said, you could take that cornbread topping, which is the 3 ingredients, and then the ingredients that are right after that, that were part of the cornbread topping. And you could just make your own soaked cornbread to go with chili or whatever you are making. It's super good. It does have a soaked flavor. I don't think it's a bad flavor, but like if you're serving it to people who don't usually eat properly prepared grains, when they taste it, they're probably going to say, huh, this is really good. What is it? Because it's kind of just a different flavor. It's a good flavor, but a different flavor. So anyway, that's all there is to it. I see there's 2 people on here. If you have any questions, I'm just going to stand here for a second and you can put them in the comments down below and I'll get them. But other than that, I think that's it because we just have 30 minutes of cooking at 350 and it should be done. So let me know if you have any questions. And both videos do upload all by themselves to YouTube. So you won't be able to go back right now and watch them because it has to take time to get back on YouTube. So I think it took like 30 minutes last time to get the videos uploaded. So if you missed something, they will be available again. But if you missed something and you need me to go back over it right now as you're cooking, now is the time to comment. Because I'm here now. And then also, if you're watching the replay, or even if you're here right now, how is like 5:15? Not very many people got on. I started at 5:30 cooking dinner. There's like 1 or 2 people on. Now I see there's 3 people on. I think it's like 6. So if 6 o'clock works better for everybody, let me know. I mean, that's kind of a later dinner for us, so I might honestly not go past 5:45 my time. But I am trying to reach as many people as possible. So if a later, like 5:45 p.m. my time works better for you, let me know in the comments. And I'll take that into consideration. I do know that there's people out on the East Coast and West Coast both watching this. So we have to take that into consideration too. Because they're either an hour ahead or an hour below. Oh, hi Virginia. Awesome. We're making chicken cornbread casserole. I think that's something that you and John would like. And like I said, the replay for this will be up in about an hour. It's like 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, so Samantha, you are going to stick it in at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And like I said, you'll start to see the cornbread on the top turn a golden color. And that's how you'll know for sure it's done, but usually it's right at 30 minutes. And thank you, Terry, for the package. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting that. I said it as a joke, but that's great. If you want to bless me that way, I'll take it. Okay, Samantha, do you have any other questions, or were you watching and you're okay? Can you figure it out? Yep, the topping is going to be kind of thick. It should still pour out, though. Did you do 3 eggs and, let's see, where's it at? Let's double check here. 3 eggs. I have so many recipes. Okay. 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of honey, and 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Just make sure you had all the liquid ingredients still. It'll also depend on your cornmeal type, because some cornmeals, just like coconut flour, will absorb more liquid than others. So if you have all these ingredients and it's still really thick and it like doesn't want to run out at all, you could always add just a little bit of milk or kefir to it, just a little bit, just to thin it out so it rolls out, because you don't want it to be dry either. But as long as you have all that, you got it. Okay, great. Awesome. This is so good, you guys, and I'm so excited that you guys are eating with me tonight because it's the bomb, and your family's going to love it. So anyway, let me know if a different time works better for everybody or what's going on in the comments, and